Hi guys, and today I have a little bit of a special command block video, and it is going to be with armor stands and oh, my voice is cracking, and modeling them and different things you can do with them. And first, I'm going to start out with if you want to see some of my earlier videos, you can check out my channel on Command Blocks for Dummies and stuff. But some of the things you can do is make them into different models, and these aren't very complicated ones. I mean, like, they're not really anything special. Just put these together real quick, and it's walking upstairs. The armor stand's walking upstairs, and also you can do animations with armor stands, make them move and stuff. But I'm not gonna go over that really in this video. I don't think I am. I might, but you can do things like this. I've made like a armor stand with a blaze head and yellow armor with flames around it using the particle command with 2 items. So you can do, first I'm going to start off with, you can do several different things with armor stands. You can do, so I'm going to turn command block output off so it doesn't say that, or else it will clutter up chat like this. And so first thing I'm going to do is, this is a thing you can make. It's a randomizer. This is a very simple one. It just does execute. It's an execute command, so it's doing it from the armor stand's perspective, and it executes a random armor stand, type equals armor stand, and I named all of these raffle, so it doesn't do it with any of these other ones, because these have different names or no names. And it's named raffle. So this is a selector, so this is random. It says random players right here, but you can also do this with entities. And it does random, and if you do @e and you do count it equals 1, it will do the closest one, or it will do it in a pattern. It won't really do it randomly, which is what we want. And you put these, just put this. This isn't really, I actually don't really know what these are for in the execute command, but after the selector you always put these. These are used for relative coordinates, and just leave them like that. And then you want the command, which would be /setBlock, and it will set block right inside of itself. Redstone block. So every time I hit this, a random armor stand will have a redstone block set in it. And all of these commands will set a block of air right here. So as soon as it gets set, it will activate all of the command blocks, and it will also, these ones will set air. So I'll hit this, and you can see a random one, and this said, "Wow, nothing happened, rage." It did the same one, but this one, let's say I was in survival and doing this, it TP'd me up 50 blocks. And this one summoned in a zombie with full diamond armor 10 blocks above me. So that'd be a surprise. And this one gave me a diamond. Yay. And there's another one that gives me a stick. Huh? This one put a block of diamond on my head. Wow, nothing happened, rage. This one gave me a stick. So you can do all the different ones, and I use the tower all thing for some of them. If I wanted to do it for all of them, there'd probably be command blocks lined up here too. This one did a diamond. This one gave me a stick. This one TP'd me 50 blocks in the air. This one summoned a zombie with diamond armor, which I'm not gonna go over that type of thing in this video. This one had a bunch of question marks and did a replace item command. Oop. Placed whatever item, which was air, of my head, the diamond block. Which, if I did have a diamond helmet on, let's say I had a helmet on, and see if we can get that one. And I pre-made a command block that kills zombies. So, wow, nothing happened. What? Oh, what? Okay, diamond. Why is it not? I actually don't know why it's not. Oh, come on. This is why I never do the lottery. It just replaced the block of diamond I had, and you also can't just put it back. So that's one of the downsides to that command. And you can also make armor stands invisible, and using that type of command with the replace item, or you can use an equipment type of command, which I did for the zombie. You can use the armor stands and make them wearing a block on their head instead of just holding it, and it will be a little bit smaller, and you can also go through it. So that's not always good, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. And if it's just holding the block, like I'll give this one that it'd be smaller. See if I can get. There we go. Sorry about the cluttered inventory, but yeah, it's invisible. So if I break these, can't see them. I can't send them back because the armor stands there. The way I did this is I used a no gravity thing, which I will go over in this video. I TP'd it up, and then I set the blocks, then I TP'd it down into the blocks. And now this is a marker. The marker is are really useful. I could have used these to make a marker and made them invisible, but this is for a demonstration. And that's easier anyway. And a marker, you can also name them and make the names visible, and that can be a really cool effect if you're going to, let's say there's like you're making a mini game or a doorway. You could set one here, and it says like Door of Doom or something, and you walk around it and you can see it. But if you have a block there, it will kind of go in. It will go into the block. But the markers have a very small hitbox. Like here, I'll do / entity data at e type equals armor equals armor stand name equals marker, and no gravity 1, and I'll do that so I can try to hit it and break it, but it won't work because there's a very small hitbox. But that does not make the armor stand smaller. I should get a button. So, wrong one. So if I do make it visible, it makes the hitbox smaller, and the names I think are visible compared to where the hitboxes are. So this hitbox is really small, and I can't break it. Just break through it. And I can do a kill command, so it's not like impossible. It's not impossible to do that with. But you can using an equipment command, you can still get stuff on it, I think. So I will do that. Oop, there we go. Yes, you can. So if you don't want people just going, oh, you can't take it off or put it on without using commands or something like that. So that's really useful. So if you want to have like a map and it says this is the creator, and it has your head and all that type of stuff, but you don't want them taking off the armor and stuff just to make it easier, or that might ruin it, you can do that. But in the armor stand modeling, here's cool. You can do all sorts of different things. But now to actually get into the armor stand modeling, as you probably know, you can get an armor stand and do that. And by default, you can place armor on it, but you can't put weapons or anything, a handheld item, into it. So let's say we wanted to do that. We do /entity data, which messes with the data of any entity using a selector. And I don't think you can do players with this. @e type equals armor stand. Sorry. And armor stand, and the radius equals 5. That's a good one. And if you do a radius of 1, you have to be basically right in it, so I can't really see it. And if it messes up with my other armor stands, that's okay. They're more than 5 blocks away, though. And I'll do show arms. Now, with all the different, I guess you could say attributes or different things, they'll either always or almost always be caps. There's not going to be spaces with the labeling of them. But with the Minecraft IDs, that's different. But this is the attributes. And you put this. I don't know why I don't know what it's called, and I don't know what it's called, but put one of those, the 2 dots, and you can either do 0, which means basically no, I don't want that, which usually you're only using that if you're going to change it back from having an attribute, or 1, which will make it basically yes, I want that attribute. So you use curly brackets for that, and this will make all of the armor stands within a 5 block radius have arms. And I'll remove this. So now I can do things like give it items and all that type of stuff. But let's say, oh, that's annoying, I don't want a base plate. It makes it look too not player. So if you want it to look more like a player, like I did here, because if I had kept here, I'll do /entity data @e type equals armor stand, r equals, I'll do 2, no base plate 0. If I no base plate 0. What? Oh, sorry, I'm not 2 blocks in. So if I did that, it's like a frisbee. You can use this if you make here /summon armor stand /entity data. Here, and I'll demonstrate them a little bit. But you can use this for some things, but it's pretty ugly if you're going to want it to look like an actual person and model it and things. But another thing you can do, I'm going to go over here out of all the clutter. You can do is, here, I'll show arms, just to show off what we've done. 1. And, it's this way. Sorry about that. But let's say you want it to have no gravity. So usually with all entities that don't have an attribute added, or with most entities that don't fly, they'll just fall, because I mean, Minecraft isn't totally realistic in every single aspect, but the creators were smart enough to know that if things didn't fall, they go like this, to just walk, and they wouldn't. It'd just look weird. So let's say if you don't want it to fall like that, then you can there's a no gravity, which show you, and I'll show you that. So slash entity data at e type equals armor stand. R equals 5. I'll just keep using that. And there's no gravity 1, which is yes, I want no gravity. Now it doesn't have gravity, so let's slash TP at e type equals armor stand. R equals 5. Let's TP it 5 blocks in the air. It's not going to fall. But let's say that I had the no gravity off. It'd fall. A cool little sound effect. And that type of thing. So, there's the no gravity, which you can use to make, like, floating armor stands. And I also did that with these armor stands. Because right now they're in the block, and if you are inside of a block, slash TP, so I got 2003, and I'll TP myself, -1. So now I'm inside of the block, can still move around. Let's say I'm TP myself 0.1 blocks up. I still fall. It's as if this block isn't there. So if I did that, then they'd just fall. So it's... well, yeah, this one just fell. That one must not have been inside the block. So, so if you don't want them to just fall, which you don't, that's what you'd want to use. So there's lots of things you can do with armor stands, but now, which is probably what you've been waiting for, and if you've actually watched the video long enough, well, first I'm going to show the custom name. You can use this for any entity, like zombies or whatever. I thought of naming that zombie Bob, because if you know what the Lucky Block mod is, you'd get that. But so I do slash entity data at e type equals armor stand R equals 5. I'll do custom name, and I'll do Bob, all caps. So now this is named Bob. So if I did slash TP at e type equals armor stand name equals Bob. Oops, that TP'd me to that armor stand, but I could also TP it up one. And it's named Bob. But let's say we did Rob. It wouldn't work because there's no armor stand named Rob. This is named Bob. But let's say you're like, oh, how'd you do the marker thing? Well, it's named marker, but it also has the custom name visible 1. Visible 1. So now I see Bob. And you can do very cool stuff, really cool stuff with this, because you can make armor stands that each has an individual letter, and command blocks are TPing each up, and it makes it look like, and they're all falling down, and it makes a really cool like play a game or something. So that's something you can do. You can do a lot of different things with this. You can also do slash entity data at e type equals armor stand, and I'm just gonna do every single armor stand for fun, and I'll do small 1. That'll make every single armor stand small. It still has the same hitbox, but it's just small. So now if I were to give this armor stand some armor, it'd be small. Yeah, so let's say I go over here. Now this is small. All these are small. The marker is small. Remember, I put a down block on that. These are small. And these are small. Mini midgets trying to climb stairs. And he's dead. So, say we go back over here. And I'm going to break this. Set this again. if I didn't forget it, that should be everything. I might have forgot something. If I did, leave it in the comments, and I'll leave it in as a little side thing in another video or in the description. But also another good resource for this is a person that is very smart and way smarter than me at command blocks. Is Seth Bling. He made an armor stand video back in like, it's like probably somewhere around 1. Where armor stands introduced in 1.8. I think it was around right when armor stands came out, and I think 1.8. I might be wrong, but this is probably one of the main resources I learned from on armor stands. And of course, I experimented with myself. I didn't copy his video or anything, or at least I didn't try to. But Seth Bling, just if you want more of this, or someone that's better at explaining than me, look up Seth Bling armor stands, and you'll get that. And I might even leave a link in the description. But yeah, so I don't know why I built this. But anyway, so now we'll get into posing. Now I'm just gonna build this for fun. See if I can. Now if you want to pose an armor stand and make it look really cool, like I don't know, like those guys, I guess. If you want to make them look like those guys or whatever, you can make like battle scenes and all that type of things. And you can even pose creepers and all the different mobs. And if they don't have an AI, that's also really good. But let's say you want to pose it. So I'll do slash entity data at e type equals armor stand, and I'm going to just act like there aren't any other ones in the background, so because it doesn't matter to me if all that stuff breaks. Well, I'll do r equals 5, radius is 5 blocks away from me at max, and I'll do show arms 1 and no base plate 1. So that will make it so it shows arms and has no base plate. And also another cool feature is that you can do /summon armor stand, and you have to put in the chords for this to work. You can't just put in the attribute. You can do like no gravity. So let's say you want it right in the spot and you don't want to have to TP it everywhere. You can do the attributes and include it in the summon command. So that's also another cool thing. But let's say you had this really cool guy and you did /give Saiga 2003 skull 13 skull owner. Let's see, what mob do you want? I'll do Shulker. I actually never done this. Shulker. MHF Shulker. That should give me a Shulker's head. Oh, that's funny. Oh, wow. That looks like a space helmet guy. I like that. Let's say you have this really cool guy that has like purple armor. Yes, I'm going to take the time to do this. Don't hate me, because yeah, I want to. Let's say you want to make some cool shulker sculpture. You want to make the guy in a certain pose. I don't want to be in a certain pose, but I want the shulker to be in a certain pose. So let's say you want this guy to be battling. Let's say you want him to be battling this other armor stand. Right here. So, if you want him to be like holding a sword, that's easy. I'll give him a sword. Oh wait, I want to give him a purple arrow actually. No. Oh, materials. Because he shoots out those things. But if you want him to be battling him and you want him in a cool pose, I'll get rid of this. So if I do make his legs or something move back, it will not go into the wall. But let's say you want him to be fighting an armor stand. It's here. And he needs to look up, because if he's looking at his legs, it's not going to be a good battle for him. So let's say you want to do that. So you do slash entity data as always at E type equals armor stand R equals 5. Pose. So you always, if you're going to pose a separate part of the body, you do pose and then another curly bracket thing and one of those 2 dot things. And then let's say you can do left arm, pretty self-explanatory, right arm, left leg, and head. Then you can also do body, but head, and you'll do 0F, 0F, comma, 0F, and you'll do 3 of those. And that will make him, now he's looking straight. It's 0 degrees, 0 degrees, 0 degrees in all the different directions. So let's say, so now you just experiment. Oh, that's down. So you do -20. And then you just tinker. Oh, that's too much. Then you do like -10. That's good. So let's say he's curious. You'd keep that there. These are not relatives, so keep that like that. So let's say I put that 0F again and then mess with this. It'd put his head back straight. So let's say I want, oh, wrong one. He's wondering. He's also in the same radius. That's funny. He's wondering how his day's going or something. So you can do that, and then you can do, like, body is a little bit weird. Body. I'll just make it the exact same degrees. Yeah. I don't recommend doing body. Ooh, I'm gonna try something. But then let's do, left leg. Right leg. Oh, this is weird. Which one makes it this? Oh, no, right one. Sorry about that, please. So, sorry. 10F. What did that change it from? Yeah, I'll do more experimenting later. But you can do all sorts of different things in right arm and left arm. You can also make armor stands invisible. And, make it like there could be a hovering nether star here, like it just shot another star at this guy. Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's falling. And, yeah, so you could do, basically, you can also use command blocks to edit their poses. So you can make a sequence of command blocks on timers and things and make it so that it looks like he's doing, a dance or something. Like Sethbling also did another one where they did did a dance. It was actually pretty funny. Please don't claim copyright on this Sethbling. I don't actually know if that's actually, no, that's probably not. But yeah, I'm not gonna put a, well, I don't know. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed. Leave a like for more. And subscribe. Thanks. We outro.